So today we're going to be taking a look at one of my collections that I started about 5 years ago, and unfortunately for me, I'm a completist, so it's been a lot harder than I originally thought. Hey guys, it's Paul from the Toy Scavenger. Thank you for viewing my video. Remember, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok and Facebook, all at Toy Scavenger, and you can buy the toys at thetoyscavenger.com. So what we're going to take a look at today is my Jurassic Park collection. So first off guys, I've stuck the head cam on. I'm going to take a look at these little bits in the boxes, and I'm going to do one by one just to open them up and show you what I've got. So first, in this particular box, something I bought a long time ago. It's the Bush Devil Tracker and it's sealed. The artwork on this is brilliant. This particular one has a little bit of box cutting for when what happens is they're inside a shipping box and someone gets a scorer when they open up their box, and they go like that, and unfortunately they chopped it, but that adds to the authenticity of the item. This one actually was only $9.99 in America in Toys R Us. That is the Bush Devil Tracker. I've actually done a video on the Bush Devil Trackers. I own this one, I own another one, I own the loose version, and I own a custom prototype of Series 2. Next up is the young Tyrannosaurus Rex. The box one's got a little bit of damage there, but that's okay. Everything I own is pretty much sealed, from what I remember. Probably find a few that aren't sealed now, but this guy is great. This is the American version because there's no plastic shield across the figure. Us Europeans weren't trusted not to play with the toys. As you can tell now, I am playing with the toy. His teeth are nice. And there you have the removable dino damage, which usually was found inside that section in there. What's different to this is on the European version you had trading cards in there and the dino damage was on the side, and then you would have the plastic cover over it. On this one it's all stored inside there. Look at the figures on the back. Muldoon, Murphy and Alan Grant. And then this is all Series 1 and what you could have got in the first line. That's the young Tyrannosaurus Rex, sealed. Next up is my Triceratops. Again, this one is the American version. Doesn't have the plastic seal across the top. This one is sealed. Has a little bit of damage there, a little bit there, but I am not fussed about that because it is sealed and it remains sealed. Needs a bit of a dust, to be honest, inside. Again, you've got dino damage, and the dino damage will be inside the container inside there. Look for this on brand new official Jurassic Park. $19.93 this one came out, this particular version. It's one of the better ones. I think maybe in the American ones they did this so you could do the action. There you go. Quite cool action on that one. That's the back. Paint is a little bit different on the prototype picture, but still cool. Very similar to the T-Rex. So here's something slightly different. It's a cardboard box from Mattel. So it's not from Kenner, from Mattel. And this particular one is the Jurassic World Legacy Brachiosaurus. They never made a Brachiosaurus for Jurassic Park, and they should have. So I'm pretty happy that Mattel have. I've actually got one of these opened and I've got one sealed for the future. Something else I've got here, I've got boxes and boxes, and just buy them, leave them in the box, but I really need to take them out. So let's take this out. This is pretty cool. This, a lot of people might not even know about. Sealed. It is the Jungle Runner from Series 2, the Dino Trackers. They actually use this mould for the Congo vehicle as well. There you go, Jurassic Park, really cool artwork. You've got T-Rex Turner on the side. This is the European version, as you can see, with all the different languages down the side. This one's sealed? No, this one's not sealed. It's not sealed, which means I can open it. There you go, instructions. What I'll do is maybe I'll do a little review on it later on. Oh, we're opening it. We're opening it. I don't think I've ever opened this. Wheels aren't attached. So it might not be sealed, but I think it's mint. Yeah, definitely. Your weapons and the plastics. Oh, that's great. That is great. Let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so next up, the Dino Screams. That was the Velociraptor Dino Scream. Electronic, slashing, roaring, screaming. Come with a nice collector's card. The same back. Most of the figures from Series 1 all have the same back, pretty much. So there's not much difference. Only difference would be the top section. Very Kennerish. That's the Dino Scream Velociraptor. And forgive my pronunciation on this one, but it's the Dilophosaurus? Dilophosaurus. 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 Let's go with Dilophosaurus. That's easy to say. All sealed on this one. Again, screaming. This one come with the little frill that went around the neck. Nice collector's card again. All the collector's cards in the first series are artwork. It's a little bit dirty, so maybe you can give this one a little bit of clean, but still in good condition. Still happy with them. They're not gradable, those two. Next up is this item, and it's pretty cool. It's an original shipper for Jurassic Park Kenner dinosaur assortment, and you get 16 pieces in this. What it would have been was the Velociraptors, the Dilophosaurus, again, can't say it, the Pterodactyl, the Iguanodon, the Compies, all in here, nice and stored. But they're actually the same size as the figures, and as I have more figures than I do with the dinosaurs, I use it to store the figures. So let's open that up and take a little look at this pretty cool sight. Something you don't see every day. What we'll do, we'll pull some of these out. Most of them are in great condition, so as you're going to see. So what we'll do is we'll lay them out. So that is an Ellie Sattler, and that is a first edition because of the black background on that one. So that's Ellie Sattler. Oh, Alan Grant, one of my favourites. That's again first condition. That one is beautiful, nice and flat, no creasing, a bit dusty, but that I can wipe up. That would grade around an 85-90. Great, until I drop it. Another one. This is a Series 2 Ellie Sattler. Again, so very similar to the first one. Let's have a look at that. Two differences. The actual body is the same, but the sculpt on the head was a lot more like the likeness of Laura Dern. And then, as you'll notice as well, the collector's cards are movie and artwork on them. And there'll be some others which I'll show you as we go along. Ooh. Harpoon Harrison, who did not make the film, but he's pretty cool anyway. It looks like he belongs out of Waterworld. I think he was probably the same sculpt as one of the Waterworlds, to be fair. That's ripped. Can't remove that. authentic card again. This is from Series 2, which was the Dino Trackers on there. And if you can see on the back, that is the prototypes for the Bush Devil Tracker and the Jungle Explorer with blood sampling missiles and in the jungle colours. And I have the custom prototype for that one. Never actually quite made that one, but one day I'll make it. I like how all the dinosaurs actually have their capture gear from Series 2. Another one, Series 2, this one, new Series 2. Alan Grant with Bola Launcher. He's pretty cool, I like this one. Completely different. He's one of the only figures that had 3 figures in the line. Some of the other characters just had 1 or 2. George Jackson. I'm assuming George with the clamp. You can actually get lots of these George Jacksons and you can use them as like a generic character for Jurassic Park. And they work in the park if you're making some sort of display. Robert Muldoon, one of my favourites. I actually love this card. This card is great. The colours on it, really nice. I think of blue, the black, the greens, all goes great, and it comes with an awesome collector's card. This one comes with the same accessories as the first figure, unlike some of the others that come with new accessories. Skinner, not the wrestler, but the evil raiders. Smash the eggs. There's no actual picture of him because he does not exist, but he's still pretty cool. Again, on the back of this one's really cool. What you'll notice as well on the back of these ones, the Evil Raiders, you will have Scrap Davis. Scrap Davis wasn't ever made. He's very similar to a Terminator with the robotic arms, but he was never made. Another Alan Grant, Series 2. This one comes with the same accessories, different dinosaur, different colour, outfit. I think it's the same head sculpt, to be honest. It's maybe slightly different, but the picture's quite cool. This one, next one. Dennis Nedry. This Dennis Nedry, same body, still not fat. Made him a little bit more plumpier because they then realised who was playing him in the film. Same accessories, different dinosaur. My personal favourite, Dr. Snare. If I can get this one graded, I'll be very happy. Unfortunately, it's got a tiny little bit of a crease there and a little crease there, which would probably knock the grade down to around an 80. There's a bit of a mark there. 80 is still good. I don't know about 75. 75 is good, but for me, I need an 80 plus. And again, same on the back. This guy's awesome. He came with like the kind of cape, the back thing, and what it does is it actually comes off and it shows dino damage. So he's one of the only other characters that has dino damage. Dennis Nedry had dino damage on his arms. His arms actually came apart, which a lot of kids didn't even know. Timmy! Slightly different head sculpt again, same accessories, different dinosaur, and a nice yellow top. Still not movie accurate, but don't mind. On this particular one, it's just slightly different because here they've got the vehicles, but they haven't got the new with colour. So this would have been one of the first release second series. A few more. This is an awesome figure. Ian Malcolm, he finally got a figure in Series 2. Why they missed him out in the first one, I do not know. He's awesome. I've actually got one of these sent off to the graders at the moment, so when it comes back, I will be swapping it over. And this one will be for sale. So, if anyone needs it, hit me up. Saying again, yeah, that's very Men in Blackish, that is. That's awesome though, that's pretty cool. Yeah, really good. Ian Malcolm. Jeff Goldblum. And finally, in this box, T-Rex Turner. A lot of these sculpts were reused for the Jurassic World line and some of the Water World lines. This one was reused. Probably, if I've got some, I might show you all. Triceratops, little baby Triceratops, nice little bow and arrow. And then there's the back again. He's pretty cool. I really like the Series 2 because of the blue background. With the other ones, they have a red background. Right, so next up we're going to take a look at some of my graded items. I've got more at the graders at the moment. So when they're back, I'll do a nice little video. But let's take a look at these. So, first up, again, the Dilophosaurus. Still can't say it. Dilophosaurus. The pronunciation I'm going to have to Google. This one is a gold 90, which means it's perfect. This actually came out the shipper that I bought. When I bought that shipper, it had 6 items inside it. So they were all case fresh. And I pulled them all out and I've sent them off to the graders. So that is that one. It's pretty cool. So notice these ones have like a dark background. This one has the protective bubble, protective sleeve and nice little case. So next up, my personal favourite from my collection, an Alan Grant. That's a bit dusty, needs a bit of a wipe, but that is a nice Alan Grant. Again, that is a 90, a real one. And if you notice on there it says the sunset card version, because this is what you call a sunset. So it's the red moulding into the yellow with the grass. It's actually the second release of Alan Grant. The first release was on black, second was this, and the third release was this again, but with a movie card. Next up is the Dilophosaurus Series 2. This, I love this. The colours absolutely pop. The blue, the black, the yellows, the reds, looks absolutely amazing. This one is graded a 85 and it sits nicely on my shelf at home. And I love it. It comes with the capture gear, which is really cool too. And then on the back, very similar to the action figures themselves, and these still do the spitting if you put them in water. But this one will never go in water. Very sad, but he's encased forever. Next up, we got my Velociraptor, my absolute favourite. I love a raptor, I really do. This one is near perfect. It is a graded a 90, and it's a gold, and it's got a figure 95 sub, which means the figure is absolutely pristine. I don't think I've ever seen 100. 100 would be, it needs to be built, put together, and then graded instantly before it even left the factory. That might get 100. Even then it might not. Again, on the back. Has the snapping action when you squeeze him. He does a little action. And my last graded in this box, Velociraptor again. This one is the capture gear one, and I absolutely love this one as well. Nice and blue, nice blue background with a bit of red and yellow. Again, it absolutely pops. It's a little bit dusty, so I need to give it a little bit of wipe. Should be wearing some gloves actually. The card works really well. That's when they're in the kitchen. This one is a 90 as well, and it's actually a blister 95. Imagine I put them two together and I had a blister 95 and a card 95. That would make a 95. This unfortunately still grades a 90, but it still looks absolutely perfect. No creasing. The figure's shifted slightly in there, which probably actually dropped it about 5 grades, but you know, it's still great. Really good. And on the back, again, looks great. So next up is another box. Let's take a look at this one. Bubble wrap, lovely. Use this, there you go. So I have got a few little different figures in here. So Robert Muldoon. That is a third release Robert Muldoon. Quite difficult to find. People don't even realise these are the third releases and the rarer of the 3 releases. This is Robert Muldoon as normal with the sunset colours, but he has a collector's card, which is the movie collector's card. Much rarer than the original. And this one, another third release Tim Murphy. Same as normal, the sunset, but with the collector's card. Really cool, that one's a nice one. Nice and neat. And as you can probably tell now, another third release Dennis Nedry. I'm actually after 2 more third releases, which is Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler. So if anyone has them, please do let me know. And there you go. Same, but this one has the collector's card from Series 2. this. Here is the second release Robert Muldoon, which a lot of people would probably know. These ones are the ones that people would know and would see. These were kind of sent over, the same design was sent over to Europe, and they changed the language around, they kept the same colours. So these are like the average ones that everybody would know. And these are the average priced ones as well. Ellie Sattler from the first series, again, second release. Original release, these are a little bit dusty, so I'm going to have to give them a little bit of a clean. Being inside these boxes for a while, I need to give them a bit clean to make sure they stay pristine. There we go. And Dennis Nedry, second release again, the basic kind of one. You usually find with Nedrys as well, their arms sometimes snap off in the packet, and people think they're broken. I mean, they are broken, but the arms do come off. They had like a dino damage on the arm, but a lot of people didn't even realise that, because on the back of the card doesn't even tell you that he has dino damage. The only time it tells you is there, when it says arms rip off to reveal dino damage. Why they didn't do that with any of the others, I suppose they couldn't have done it with these three because they didn't die in the films. Spoiler alert, sorry. He did, obviously, and he did, so maybe he could have had some sort of dino damage, but they didn't add it. But, oh well. Hindsight. I call this one the Iguanodon, Dimetrodon. Very similar. Iguanodon don't have the fins, I don't think. It's pretty cool. This one actually came out of that box that I had, shipping box. He's pretty cool. I haven't sent that one for grading yet. The copies. Silophylacis, so sprinters. I like how they had nice little nicknames for them all. You know, the spitter, the sprinters, because kids couldn't pronounce their names. But then it turned out kids could and adults can't. And I am one of those adults that can't. It's a pretty cool card. This one's probably the rarer of the 5. I think they only came with a few inside the boxes compared to all the others. This is the most common of them all. Gone a bit yellow, that one. Well, I say pterodactyl, but pterodon, because the P is silent. Pterodon. Again, pronunciation very bad, but pretty funny if you're sitting there watching. There we go. This is a first release Dennis Nedry. The blister on this one's actually gone a bit yellow, so I am going to replace this. So this one will be for sale at some point. Keep an eye out once I get the new one. But you know, it's taken me 5 years to get to this point, and I'm still searching. So it might take a few years. This one is an absolutely pristine Robert Muldoon first release. He will be going to the graders once I get a little bit more money and send them off, and the waiting time goes down. But that is beautiful, and that's why he's keeping inside this nice little packaging to look after him. Now here we are. These are the Series 2 dinosaurs. Mate, I am not pronouncing that. So it is Ramhead. You know, I'm such a fan, I can't even pronounce the names. But you know, he went in the film. He was in Lost World, actually. Not the guy through the car, if I remember correctly. It's pretty cool. Again, not pronouncing that one, but that is Cobra. That's really strange, but pretty cool. His long neck. I've only had one of these loose before. They do bend. You straighten them up, and as you can see, he grabs around there. That is cool, you know. Attacking the figure. Really good. This one. Not really a dinosaur, but well, it might be. It's more of a like a saber-toothed tiger in a way. A Lycanops fang for short. Capture gear as well. Again, the back, they're all very similar, these backs. First release Tim Murphy. Blech. Tim Murphy. First release Tim Murphy. Black background, pristine card, excellent bubble. What more do you want? Perhaps grading, but that is actually really nice. Finally, in this box, a little bit out of sync with all the others. This is Velociraptor from the Lost World. They were slightly different colour on the back, so that's why I got this one. I do like this one as well. Value on it's kind of jumped up recently, so I thought I'd grab it before it does. This is the only Lost World item I think that I own. I do like Lost World, but I originally started going for just the original figures, the first line, and then it turned out there was actually second releases, third releases, series 2, and so on, which I didn't realise. On to the big boy. This is the Electric Command Compound. This one was sealed, but it's come undone. I'm not opening it, unfortunately. And the price on these have absolutely shot up recently. I got this one for a steal, so happy. I remember actually seeing one of these at a car boot sale for about £50, and I thought, you know what, that's too much. And now I kind of agree, because they are going for about £300 plus, and sealed, don't even think about it. I didn't pay too much for this one, so I was quite happy. We do, the artwork on this is pretty cool. When I say artwork, the photography work on this is pretty cool. Electric talking compound. See there, kid playing with it. Very happy with himself. Getting to push the button there. Dino walls. This one's complete. So this is actually too big to get on my camera. As you can see, you have the dino damage on the side. Lots of dino damage. You've got the Jeep that can smash through. And there, talking. Oh, let's have a look at the back. Oh, it's heavy. There we go. That's pretty good with Triceratopses. Who in their right mind would mix Triceratopses, Raptors and Compies together? I mean, they're asking for trouble. They were asking for trouble, and then out of nowhere, a Tyrannosaurus Rex. No wonder it shut down. Still good. Pretty cool. And then let's have a look at this one. Look at this bit on the other side. There we go. And finally, the big daddy, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Here we go. Absolutely perfect. And it is sealed, this one, as you can see. So these particular seals came on the European boxes for Kenner and Hasbro as well, actually, because we've seen these before. If you check back on some of my old videos on the Skyclaw on Visionaries, this one has got another one of those scrapes where someone's opened up the shipping box with a knife and they've scratched across there. So that is the only reason I've never sent this to the graders. Oh, actually, that's a lie. The other reason is it's extremely expensive. I think I'm probably looking at around £120 just to probably get it graded, sent there and sent back. Will it be worth it? Possibly in the long run, if I was ever planning on selling these. But at the moment I'm not. So if the time ever comes, I may sell it off. This one in particular is a European box, Tyrannosaurus Rex with and Con Electric, then Roar and Stomping Sound, Spanish I think, Realistic Dino Skin. So what you see on this particular one compared to the others that you saw earlier is it has the plastic blister on the front. It also inside, I don't know if you can see, but it has the collector's cards. And in the European ones, they have the collector's cards in 3 languages. 1, 2, 3. This one didn't come with dino damage. It was actually it was electronic, this particular one, which was the selling point. That's quite good. When you squeezed it, he roared. We have to find a loose one of these actually and get it going. But the back is pretty good. Again, you got the generic figures of Robert Muldoon, Tim Murphy, and Alan Grant, all standing around. You know, they're standing still, so he doesn't see it. He's obviously waving his big gun at the Tyrannosaurus Rex, or the T-Rex for short. Now you notice in my actual collection I am missing the Stegosaurus. I have the Stegosaurus loose somewhere. I don't have it in a box. it's actually becoming harder to find at the moment. Out of all of the others, this one, sealed, is one of the harder ones to find. And the other thing I don't have is the Jungle Explorer, or the Jungle Tracker, no, what's it called? Jungle Explorer, or the, I forgot the name of it. There's two names. There's the American version and then there's the European version. I don't have that. I have it loose at home in my display, but again, I passed on it a long time ago for a very low price, and I shouldn't have. And what's happened is the price has gone up, and now I can't afford to buy a sealed version. Even just a normal standard boxed version has gone through the roof, but I'm sure one will pop up soon, because whenever I say this, I usually get one within a couple of months. So then one pops up, or I'll get someone messaging me saying, hi, I got one, and would you like to buy it from me? And yeah, sure. How much? £20. Yeah, cool, brilliant, thank you. I wish. So that's my Jurassic Park collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put some images up on Instagram, Facebook. I'll do some little TikTok videos for you all. Again, thank you for viewing. It's been an absolute pleasure. I've forgotten how much I own. It's a real shock to me sometimes. And this is actually 5 years of collecting. So maybe another 5 years I'll have a lot more. So guys, that is the end of my Jurassic Park collection. Thanks for viewing the video. Remember, you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Twitter, all at Toy Scavenger, and you can buy the toys at thetoyscavenger.com. Clever girl.